Hey everybody, Roman versus with the Squashfest podcast and my co-host.
I don't think I got anything hilarious today. It's the boy Harm.
Hilarious. So first off, let's apologize to everybody for the delay in the
Life be lifing.
latest episode. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say life be lifing, and the important thing is that we don't miss an episode. The important part is that we're consistent. So yeah, we're here.
And I'm no longer a popsicle.
And you're no longer a popsicle. That was funny too. I was listening to the other episode, to our last episode this morning, and I was just dying at the end. You were just like, I'm a popsicle. But yeah, so Monday Night Raw.
I was going to say I'm warmed up like a Starbucks caramel macchiato right now.
The boy Harm. See, that would have been
the boy Harm. Listen, I'm on a delay right now. Monday Night Raw from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And if you didn't remember you were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, they kept reminding us that they were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
This was a good show. Like it was a good after Rumble show. I really like the Braun Breaker stuff.
Justice Roman for Dragon Lee.
No, I was laughing hysterically.
I bet you were.
That was hysterical. Listen, we'll get into that because I don't want to talk too much about that segment right now, but we'll get into that in a second. But Braun Breaker was great in this episode. The women's championship match was solid. I wouldn't say it was great. I think it was solid. And Roman just reminds us that when Roman's on TV, everything's better because Roman out-dueled CM Punk, which is something crazy to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But let's get into it. Show kicks off after the Royal Rumble review. Not review, but pre-review video montage that they did. And Braun just comes out.
I think it's a recap.
That's the word I was looking for.
Mm-hmm. That's why we do this thing together, buddy.
I always say English is my second language, but it's my only language. Yeah, Braun comes out and he's just destroying everything. And because he's pissed off about the man dressed up in all black coming out and costing him his Royal Rumble and attacking him before he entered. What I loved about Braun's thing was he got on the mic and he was screaming with such intensity and emotion that his voice was cracking so hard. Like, I was like, his emotions, he's full on Big Papa Pump Uncle Scott right now is what he's doing. And it's just great. So he comes up and he's yelling and screaming, calling Adam Pearce out, claiming, and I don't think he actually said it, but I think he thinks Adam Pearce was the guy dressed up in all black who attacked him.
Why do you think that?
It just came off that way. He goes, I saw that theory from somebody else online, and then just the way he was yelling. Because my thing is, Braun coming out and screaming for Pierce like he was going to attack Pierce doesn't make sense unless he thinks Pierce attacked him and cost him the Rumble thing. It can't be that. It makes
perfect sense that he's blaming Pierce.
It can't be that you're blaming Pierce for being the number 2 entrant in the Rumble and getting attacked. I'm sorry, you're Braun Breaker. For the last year, you've been running around spearing everybody like crazy.
Did you not pay attention to this segment?
I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Because they laid it out why they think Pierce is involved.
Well, the hilarious part was Paul Heyman saying that you had to approve everybody's visas to work over in Saudi Arabia.
Exactly. So for you to say that you don't know who did it, that's the crazy part. That they laid it all out there for you. So I don't know where you're getting this Pierce theory.
Like I saw that, I was like, what the heck? So Pierce comes out with a bunch of security guards.
He had a ton of them. He was ready. Yeah. He knew that this was coming.
I'm gonna call them the MLW All Stars. They came out and and Braun runs out of the ring and he tries to get in all their faces. And Pierce basically tells Braun, he's like, the last time we saw the Man in Black, it was Austin Theory. So maybe you should be looking over there. And they pan to Austin Theory and Braun. Oh, that's actually before Braun left the ring because Braun stares at Austin. And Austin's like, it wasn't me. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So Braun
Stairs. He was ready to jump at him.
Yeah. So as soon as he leaves the ring, LA Knight's music hits. LA Knight takes a chair to Austin Theory and Logan Paul. And I think he also hit Bronson Reed with the chair and then ran, and because Bronson Reed was selling his back. And then Braun Breaker was just like fuming as LA Knight ran away. He turns around, Adam Pearce is gone. Mm-hmm. Security is still there. Mm-hmm. And he tells security, get out of my way, and he walks off. We get coming back from break. Braun is throwing back. Paul Heyman tells him, you can't do this. You relax. You need to come back. We need to strategize. Braun yells at him, I'm done strategizing. I'm gonna do what I want, and he leaves through the double doors. Later, Paul Heyman goes to Adam Pearce and says, you need to make a match tonight between Braun Breaker and LA Knight. Adam Pearce tells Paul Heyman, no, I don't. Braun cannot hold this show hostage because of something that happened. So you need to take Braun Breaker and escort him out the building. And you need to tell Bronson Reed he has a match coming up against Penta tonight. And Paul Heyman's like, he basically said, you don't want to make an enemy out of me, and you can't talk that way to me in this city.
Yeah.
And talking about Philadelphia, because ECW, home of Philadelphia.
Yeah. But he also said his other reason for not making the match was because he claimed that LA Knight had left the building.
Ah, okay. Stupid. Yeah. Listen, I should have some Jim Beam in this. That's not what I was going to say. I mean, if I'm not going out to do my second job, I might as well. My third job, because this is my second job. My third job, I might as well be drinking. Actually, it's in the back of my car. Anyways, no, because I was going to send Natalie to go get it. We'll do that after this. Yeah, so that sets us up for the match later between Bronson and Penta. Our first match of the night is Javon Evans versus El Grande Americano. Haven't we seen this? Or did Javon Evans just have matches against Bravo and Rayo?
No, we saw it, but remember he got hurt. So because he got hurt, they ran it back.
Gotcha. That's what happened. Right, okay. So Javon Evans comes out looking like he was put back together with super glue with a bunch of Tizio tape all over his body. This is a fine match. I'm a big Ludwig Kaiser fan. Javon is looking great, better and better in the ring every week.
He really is, though.
I said a couple weeks ago.
That's the crazy part. This kid just looks better and better every time he shows out.
Yeah. I said a couple weeks ago, like, he needed to use that athleticism and learn more moves off athleticism, and I think he's starting to put stuff together.
Yes, he's definitely, because there was a bunch of moves that I've never seen him do before.
He's only 21. This kid's a baby. Like, he's 4 years into his professional wrestling career. He started at, I think, DDT Pro, him and Saquon Sugars, who's in NXT. He's going to just be good. He's learning on the fly, So towards the end of the match, the Americano's getting involved. OG Americano's music hits. Mm-hmm. Chad Gable, the Americano, hits. He stands at the top of the thing. Doesn't actually get involved. And it distracts Grande Americano. Ludwig, this is going to confuse me. I'm sorry. I'm going to call them Ludwig and Chad. I cannot call them Grande and OG Grande Americano. That's going to be too much.
I feel like you can. I feel like you're making a choice here.
Ludwig and Chad. All right. We're going to call them Ludwig Americano and Chad Americano. So Ludwig Americano got distracted, allowing Javon to hit the OG cutter. That's another thing. We can't call him OG Americano and then to be the OG cutter for Javon Evans. So he hit the OG cutter for the win.
I think we can. I think you've made a choice.
Um. So that was the only. So I'm gonna say this as far as this match.
Hmm.
That was the only interaction we got this entire show between El Grande Americano and Ludwig Americano.
I thought there would have been like a backstage segment of some kind or something.
I thought we would have gotten like a 6-man beatdown. I'm still saying the Creed brothers need to be involved somewhere.
Mm.
Like you can't. They need to. They need to show up.
Maybe further down the line.
Yeah. This is my question is this going to be the eventual Chad Gable babyface story?
Mm. And what he goes back to Chad and Ludwig.
Yeah,
keeps
we're gonna
the
end with.
Grande.
I guess we're gonna eventually get a mask versus mask match, in my opinion, on this. And my question is, if it's a mask versus match, the winner keeps the gimmick,
Mm-hmm.
so the loser loses the mask. So you would have to have Ludwig go over on Chad.
Mm-hmm. To start it.
Yeah. And
Because
then at the end,
if Chad loses his mask and now he's unmasking as Chad Gable and he's a babyface, eventually he's gonna go over on Grande Americano.
so this entire story is to get them both out of the mask.
No. Just
Okay.
Chad. But I'm saying that
Okay.
he eventually will get the win over.
Gotcha.
That's my hypothesis. That's how I would
Gotcha.
book it. I would have him lose originally. So you think the feud is over, he loses the mask, so on and so forth, and Chad's like, no, this is not over. And then he goes and he beats him.
And then you send Ludwig back down to AAA because he's super over as El Grande Americano in AAA.
Wow. I really, honestly, I would. They need bigger stars over there.
Santos. They got Santos.
No, I'm just saying, they need bigger stars over there, and this guy is super over for no reason. Have Rayo and I was gonna say Diablo.
Nope. Rayo and Bravo.
Oh, Bravo.
Rayo and Bravo, like the Rio Bravo. We talked about this before.
We did
because
talk
you got
about
the
this. Yeah,
yes, because you got Rayo, Bravo, and Grande. I don't understand why it can't just be the Rio Grande. Well, whatever. You talked about this before at nauseum.
Yeah. So, anyways, have they been in AAA? I don't think so.
Probably.
I think El Grande's only been by himself down there. I'd send them all three down there. They need a faction.
I mean, if you send them down there, what they're gonna do? They're gonna introduce some sort of trios championships if they don't have them, and then you're gonna get Santos Escobar and the Garzas against. It's just gonna be that.
Let's move on.
Okay, Gunther comes out to the AJ Styles music. Pantomimes the AJ Styles entrance. Gets
That was
into the ring.
hilarious because you saw people's faces
He
in the
just-
crowd. Yeah, he was just like, here. That
Gunther's
was
amazing. So Gunther comes out. He just talks and he says he beat Goldberg. He beat John Cena. And he made AJ pass out like a little bitch. Well, actually, that's a different promo. But he says he beat AJ. And AJ's career is now over. And salty ass Dragon Lee comes out. And
You a hater, bro.
there was no reason for this other than for Goldberg, for Gunther to choke him out. Because Gunther didn't say, honestly, before Gunther could even say anything disrespectful about AJ, we knew it was coming. It was going to come. But before he could even say anything disrespectful about AJ, Dragon Lee hit the ring. Because he's just upset that Gunther beat AJ and sent AJ home. Guess what? Gunther, well, I will say he didn't cheat in that match. He did hit a low blow. He had a single low blow in that match, but he beat AJ semi-clean. You can't mad at...
say in one breath he low blowed a guy and then
I said semi-clean.
and then semi-clean. Like, no,
The low
it's
blow,
dirty.
The low blow didn't lead to the finish.
It doesn't matter. It's still dirty.
But the finish was clean. So he choked AJ out. He beat him. Dragon Lee's just upset that he has no friends anymore.
Wow.
He's gone. AJ's gone. Apparently Rey Mysterio got hurt during the Royal Rumble. Of course he did. He's 72 years old and still out here wrestling. Like he needs to.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
Apparently Rey Mysterio got hurt during the Royal Rumble. Penta had a match against Bronson Reed where so he wasn't there to help out Gunther. Help out Dragon Lee. So he's got no friends out
Either
here.
way, whatever. Let's get past your hatred. So
I don't want to hate him. I just think he doesn't need to be on TV.
The crazy part was the choke, because he grabs him, he pulls him by the mask, he gets him up to the ropes, he starts choking him out, and then you watch as he's fighting, and then he lets both arms go. And like then he's died. Just flailing there, bro.
Yeah,
he sold it amazingly well. And then when he gets dropped, when he gets let go, his body literally flopped and then bounced off. He sold that amazingly well. If it wasn't for the fact that we're wrestling fans and we're used to things like this, I would be like, that man is dead. Someone needs to check on him. His lifeless corpse flopped around on the floor.
You don't watch AEW, but Brody King? Brody Lee's dead. Thank you. I was going to say Brody Lee's dead.
But I'm the one that doesn't watch AEW.
Yeah. Brody King did this same spot to Darby Allin like 3 years ago during a battle royal, and that's how he eliminated Darby Allin from the battle royal. Because of course he did. It's Darby Allin. Like I need to pretend like I die every week on TV because that's my gimmick. I'm Darby Allin. So that's what it made me. It reminded me of. WWE doesn't do things like this. They don't do things where because Dragon Lee was beating him up until he got hit in the head with the ring bell.
I was gonna say, and up until that point, Dragon Lee looked amazing.
Oh, he's a great wrestler.
No, but I'm saying he looked great. Like he was really taking it to him, and I was like, oh my god! Like I was impressed. And then the bell came.
He hit him with the ring bell. He choked him out. He tried everybody tried to separate them. And then Gunther's like, no. You, Jason Jordan and Shane Helms and Sean Daivari, you don't get to save him. I'm going to strangle his lifeless corpse. Like, that's exactly what happened.
Pretty much.
This is the one thing I hated about this entire show. So we come out of break, and the War Raiders are in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about how we need to do something with the tag team division on Monday Night Raw. How you have these two guys in the tag division who could be physically dominant over the rest of the tag division because they look like two guys at the bar who, if you said the wrong thing to them, are going to smash you in the head with a Michelob Ultra.
They look like they could be the new APA.
Yeah, absolutely. Hanson and Rowe is their names. Oh, what's their names? Eric and Ivar. I'm sorry, I just went back to Ring of Honor. But they're in the ring waiting for some sort of tag match, and Oba Femi's music hits. And everybody's confused because Oba apparently wasn't on the rundown. So now we know Oba Femi's going to be on Monday Night Raw. He's not going to be on SmackDown. He's going to be on Monday Night. I love Oba Femi. I think he's a can't-miss future main eventer in WWE. But to have him come out and single-handedly squash those two guys who look like they should be able to beat down anybody is crazy to me.
Easily.
There was no offense from either of these guys.
Yeah.
Hanson himself, I'm sorry, I keep calling him Hanson. Ivar is a 350-pound man who can do moonsaults and cartwheels in the middle of the ring. And he got picked up and spine bustered super easily by Oba Femi.
Yes.
What was the purpose of this other than to make Oba look dominant? That was it.
And prolong giving him his first match.
I still think do we get Oba Brock at Mania? Is that what we're doing? Because Brock eliminated Oba at Rumble.
Yeah.
They had the face-to-face in the middle of the ring multiple times. He hasn't had a match yet. He just took two people out. What do you do with Brock Lesnar at Mania? Are we going to just do Oba Brock at Mania and then have Oba lose?
How do you build that too?
You can't because Brock doesn't ever show up.
That's my point. How do you build that? I just also want to add that everyone in this house is against us right now.
I hear them. I
hear everything. This one's blasting what one of those Nickelodeon shows. Victorious. I got the girl coming down to investigate.
While you brought up Victorious, congratulations to the kid who played Andre on Victorious for winning R&B Album of the Year at the Grammys this week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know his name. His name is Leon something. I looked it up because I saw the picture and I'm like, I know this kid's face. But yeah, the one who played Andre with the dreads, he won Album of the Year at the Grammys this year.
Nice.
Not Album of the Year, R&B Album of the Year.
Nice.
Album of the Year was won by your guy.
You're damn right.
The first, all respect, the first Spanish language album of the year, not Spanish album of the year. He won the big award.
Yeah.
So
I was surprised too that they actually shouted him out during Raw.
Well, he's a
WWE
competitor.
No, I get it.
Because
him and
Jelly Roll won contemporary album of the year or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Grammys.
As if I do.
Yeah, but no disrespect.
Here we go.
And I'm going to say this the most professional way possible that's not going to get us canceled.
Okay.
Y'all.
Who's y'all?
Okay, I'm sorry. People of Hispanic descent,
yes.
and especially Puerto Ricans.
Yes.
And I'll say this: treat Bad Bunny the same way women of my culture treat Beyonce. There's nothing wrong that he can do, in your opinion, right now. And don't get me wrong, I don't understand his music, so I don't enjoy his music, so I can't get it. And for you guys, it's great. But I feel like there's an elevation to him right now that is a little bit more elevated to where he actually belongs. But that's just from an outsider looking in.
That's definitely from an outsider looking in, because right now he deserves all the praise he's getting right now. He put out literally the best album I've heard in years.
I can't.
From
and again, I know
in any genre, it's ridiculous how good that album is.
See what I mean? I can't co-sign that because that's not the music I listen to, and it's not the language I speak.
No,
so
I get you.
for that,
but that's what I'm saying. For you to say, remember, he's global right now. He is global. As big as he is right now in the U.S., he is globally huge right now.
I'm gonna say something that you're gonna say something that you're gonna be like, I can't stand you, and let's get back to wrestling. He's a Taylor Swift of Hispanics.
No, because he took her throne off of Spotify. And
no, he's number one. He's above Taylor Swift. I'm just saying, but that's the level of. But that's the level of.
So now you have.
But that's the level of
use him as the meter.
No, but that's the level of megastar he is right now because
and what I'm trying to explain to you is he already passed her, so now he's the metric.
I think I wouldn't say he's surprised. There's a different podcast. We could do this somewhere else. Like we'll have this argument somewhere else. Let's talk about the Bella twins. Let's talk. Let's talk about one of the great Hispanics to two bad Hispanics.
Okay.
Did we need two of them? Did we need Brie back?
Yes.
Why did we need Brie back?
Because number one, the whole point is that Brie's going to retire, like officially. And before she does, she wants to do something with her sister. Her sister was doing Jack this entire time, but getting her ass beat every single week. And now with them together, right? You put them in the tag division, right? They actually looked really good together during the Rumble. So hopefully Brie rubs off on her sister. You put them in the tag division, and you can actually take some of those women in the tag division that aren't supposed to be in a tag team, split them back up, and have them in singles competition where they belong.
I needed to write all these down because I have so many arguments to everything you just said. Keep going.
Why? Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with number one. Well, first of all, before I even go into the arguments, which I said, everything you said makes logical sense, except for it's optimistic, and I don't agree with any. I don't think anything that you said is actually gonna happen.
No, everything I said, I don't believe none of it's gonna happen. I don't believe none of it because that would be the logical thing to do. They're not logical here on Monday Night Raw. They don't do things that they should do. They don't do things that you would expect them to do with any sort of sense. That's not what we do here on Monday Night Raw. We want to continue
that's not what we do in WWE because you. That's not what we do in WWE because you have a shirt that says SmackDown Logic. So it's like it's just this company. By the way, congratulations to Joe Hendry, the new NXT Men's Champion.
So random.
Because I'm just thinking about when I said when I said they don't do things that make logical sense. Joe Hendry winning the NXT Championship actually made sense. No. So here's my thing: we're not Bella fans, but it's not for us. Well, you're a Bella fan. I'm not a Bella fan. But they kept panning to the crowd to all of these people and young kids who were cosplaying the Bellas in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. Like they kept finding them, and I'm like, do people actually like them? Yes. Like, is this? They got another huge pop in Philly, and I'm just like, who likes them? Like, I get.
So my only confusion is Bree's a face. She's a baby face. Nikki was just heel.
I think this is a baby face turn.
That's what I'm saying. Like she would just turned.
Yes. This was not their promo was not a heel promo. This was a baby face promo for them. Yeah. Because they come out and Nikki basically says she's playing to the crowd and she's saying it's great in Philadelphia, and they start chanting, and Brie looks at her and they says, I think they're chanting Coop, which is the name of Nikki's boyfriend who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. Which is why she said that just means I have good taste, Pro Bowl. And they were just, and Nikki said, and no, Bree said that I had to come back because I was watching Nikki get beat up every week and laughs. Like they were just, she was just, they were playfully having that banter. This is the baby face turn for them.
Yeah.
100%. You said they looked good together in the Rumble. They looked good together aesthetically. Then you said, hopefully Brie rubs off on her sister. Nikki's the better wrestler. Like, Nikki is 100.
I mean, in the sense, no. First off, that's invalid at this point right now. Nikki came back, and she has been rusty the entire time she's been back. Mm-hmm. When Brie came back, I feel like because there's that connection between them, Nikki was wrestling better in the Rumble because of that chemistry of having her sister with her.
I think the Rumble is an easier match for them to do because they don't have to remember a whole bunch of spots. You know what my thing about Battle Royal is?
I agree. But that's okay. You just made my argument for me. How much do you have to remember in a tag match when you are only responsible for half the match?
Correct. I understand that argument. Brie's never been in the ring with any of these women. Like Nikki has. Brie left WWE before Nikki did because her and Daniel Bryan decided to have children.
Yes.
So she's never been in ring with the women who they're going to be wrestling against in the tag division because they did say, "Oh, we want to be in the tag titles." Brie's never faced Asuka. Brie's never faced Kyrie. Brie's never been in the ring with Rhea, with Io. Nikki at least has had that. Like she had wrestled Asuka, she had wrestled Charlotte, she had wrestled Bayley. So there was some sort of familiarity there. Brie's gonna have to get up to speed real fast because I don't see this being a long-term thing for them. I think this is just Mania. I think this is through Mania, I think that we're done.
I could see that.
My other thing about this is, I jokingly said this last week. We're gonna get a 6-pack women's tag team championship challenge, something at WrestleMania.
Where you
You
think they
can't
just
have
throw a bunch of teams
yes,
in there? It's gonna
yes.
be a ladder match.
Oh, don't do that to them.
It's gonna be a ladder match.
Do not add weapons with them. Okay, well, I don't want to see it.
I could easily see that.
I can see it. I can see it. I don't want to see it.
Because think about it. Your tag division is filled, to your point, your tag division is filled with a bunch of single stars,
Mhm.
right? It's WrestleMania. What better way to get all your stars out there than to make a 6-woman tag
A
match?
12
Yeah.
woman tag team
Yeah.
title match.
Yeah. And then you throw in some ladders in there to make it spectacular.
Whose face is getting cracked open
Yeah.
like an egg? Wait,
Rhea
was Io
Ripley's.
and I was gonna say she's gonna accidentally take something from somebody. Was Io and Rhea on this show? No, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So then we get Penta versus Bronson Reed.
Mm-hmm. This was fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Like Penta wins by count out because the man who was supposed to leave the arena came out. So Penta and Bronson are fighting. They do a spot. Penta gets the control of the match. Austin Theory is the worst manager number 2 of all time because he's trying to sneak into the ring in a spot where everybody can see what he was doing.
Yeah.
He gets kicked off. Logan Paul gets up there, and the referee tries to get between Logan Paul.
But I
he's
thought
doing the
what
thing.
Austin was doing was on purpose to allow Logan to get into the ring.
But if that was the thing, then they mistimed that completely because Austin was getting up. Logan wasn't on the ring apron. Austin was getting up. He got knocked off, and then Logan jumped up, and then that's when the referee was in Logan's face, and Penta hit Logan, and the referee got caught on the ropes. Like he fell over and got caught on the ropes. Bronson hits the Death Valley Driver, whatever he calls it. He hits a tsunami. No referee, obviously, because he's knocked out. Instead of going up and hitting another tsunami, which is what he should have done, he should have just went to the top rope and kept hitting tsunami after tsunami. He goes and gets a steel chair. LA Knight jumps the barricade. He kicks Bronson Reed. Bronson drops the chair onto the floor. LA Knight hits BFT onto the chair on the ground. That's when the referee gets up and starts counting the 10 count while Paul Heyman's going bananas, just trying to tell the referee, stop counting. Somebody came and attacked him. The referee doesn't listen. Referee counts out Bronson Reed for the win. And then Austin Theory and Logan Paul chase off LA Knight. I don't have much to say about this.
I don't either. I mean, what are we doing with Penta? Nothing.
He's just
exactly.
nothing.
He's just there. And then the stuff with the Vision, that's fine. It was reminiscent of me to the old Degeneration X days, where like something would just happen for the sake of happening, not really progressing the story, but it was just for the night or whatever. It was fine.
But that was going to be my point. You said, what are we doing with Penta? What are we doing with LA Knight? Because he got a big pop during the Rumble. People still love him. Obviously, you wrote him off of TV for a little while, and then now he's back, and obviously he wants to get his pound of flesh on the Vision, but it's not going to lead anywhere because feuding with the Vision isn't going to get you a world championship match because none of them are the world champions. So are we just going to continue doing this? Are we going to get Bronson Reed, LA Knight in the middle of the show at WrestleMania? Is it going to be a pre-show match? Is it going to be a Raw match, the Raw after Mania? Who knows? But this, like, you need to figure out something to do with LA Knight that's compelling other than I'm just going to come out here and beat people down.
Yeah.
Because, nothing else. All right, let's talk about... So, Dominic Mysterio is back. Dominic Mysterio comes out and he calls out the Royal. He messed up his lines. He said, "Congratulations to the winner of the Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan," and he calls her out. Like, this guy, like, can you get the wording right? So Liv comes out and she jumps in Dom's arms. By the way, Liv looking fantastic. I was just gotta say, I'm just sorry. There's never a week where there will be no Liv Morgan slander on the Squashfest podcast. She was looking 10 out of 10. So she comes out. She thanks Dom for the congratulations. She says she can make a decision tonight, but she doesn't. But she doesn't really want to. She wants to go to SmackDown, and just so that way she can scope out her options. But then she says, uh, I'm gonna call out my friend, my sister, the next future women's heavyweight champion, not heavyweight, women's world champion, Raquel Rodriguez. So Raquel comes out, and Raquel says, "Hey, Liv,
First
I
off,
know
it's
we've been
big
celebrating."
sexy.
Good thing you said that because Raquel was looking 100% like a female version of Kevin Nash this entire show.
Yes.
Down to the big sexy shirt, looked like a Wolfpack t-shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt. It was the bandana, the glasses. It was just full on Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
I understand that Kevin Nash told her last year on his podcast that she needs to start wrestling like a big person, and she's been doing great ever since that.
Mm-hmm.
I think she heard you need to wrestle like a big person and steal my gimmick because that's what happened. She literally said, "All right, you want me to wrestle like a big person because I'm physically dominant everybody? I'm just gonna be you." Like that's exactly what happened.
And I'm okay with it.
So they are the new Diesel and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So Raquel comes out. She says, "We've been celebrating your Royal Rumble win, Liv, all weekend because if you look at any of their social medias, they're all going nuts. But why did you throw me out of the ring?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you eliminate me?" And Liv said, "Raquel, sister, I knew you weren't going to be selfish. You already had your championship opportunity. So I decided, so I throw you out so you wouldn't be selfish because that's not you. And now you have a championship opportunity, and I have a championship opportunity." And Raquel's like, "That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. But I'm gonna win tonight, and you stay in the back." And Liv is like shocked. She goes, "Because I want to," but she goes, "I want to beat Stephanie Vaquer, and I want to win this championship on my own." So Liv leaves with Dom. Stephanie Vaquer comes out with new entrance music. I love the fact that, again, street fight wrestling tropes, both women are wearing jeans. Like, this is a really, it's one of those wrestling tropes. How do you know it's a street fight? You don't wear your traditional wrestling gear. You wear jeans. Because I noticed that right away. I'm like, Stephanie Vaquer's butt's not hanging out this week.
I hate you so much.
She still looked good in the jeans because you could sell, but here's the thing: it's like I love Stephanie Vaquer. She's great. She's awesome. She's definitely bottom heavy. And every week on Raw, it's like, yo, you're just wrestling in lingerie. You really are.
I feel like I'm on a podcast with Jerry the King Lawler right now.
No, Jerry the King Lawler would be like, less clothes. I'm saying cover up a little bit. Because I thought Stephanie looked great in the jeans this week. It was fine. It was a nice change.
I hate you so
Oh
much.
God. I'm saying, can you imagine Stephanie Vaquer and what Liv Morgan? Okay. This was a great match. This is a really good match. They gave him a lot of time.
Yes, they did.
This was a WWE street fight match. A lot of tables, a lot of using of the ring steps, kendo sticks.
What the hell was Roxanne doing?
I don't know, man. Like the ending of this match made no sense to me. Like, so let's just jump right to the end. So there's a table set up in the ring. Stephanie, Raquel had already put Stephanie through one table on the outside with a powerbomb earlier in the match. The table set up in the ring. Um,
Table set up outside the ring too.
Table set up outside the ring, like by the barricade. Stephanie goes on the top rope because Raquel is laying on the table.
Yeah.
But was that after Liv had already come in? Liv was first.
I think Liv was first.
Liv was first, right? So Liv comes out to help Raquel. She grabs the title. She goes to give it to Raquel to use. Um, Stephanie hits her with I forgot what she hit her with, but Stephanie hit Raquel, causing Raquel to get to stumble onto the table and lay on the table. And she knocks Liv off. Roxanne gets on because Stephanie's about to go for that corkscrew moonsault through the table. Roxanne gets on the ring apron to try to stop her, and Stephanie just throws her off through the table. Raquel, this is for a split second. I thought Raquel was going to win the title because Raquel gets up and sets up for the Tahana bomb through the table. But instead of just putting her hand up and grabbing Stephanie, she kind of positioned herself on the top rope so she can stand on the middle rope and do it. Because she beat Rhea like that in NXT once during a street fight. So I think they were trying to hit that spot. And so when she went to do it, Stephanie reversed it into a Hurricane Rana and flipped her through the table. It slightly cracked the table. It was hilarious because she slightly cracked the table. The table flips over, and then, but the table flipped over in a position where the table's between Raquel and Stephanie. So Stephanie's got to flip the table over, put it on Raquel, and then flip it over again off of Raquel. Mm-hmm. And then she goes up top and hits the corkscrew moonsault for the win. Good match. My thing is, and I keep saying this, and you're going to say this super disrespectful. I think you can say it's disrespectful. Raquel Rodriguez is Tamina Snuka. She's not going to win that title anytime soon. You had 3 women out here, including Liv Morgan, come out and try to take the title off of Stephanie Vaquer, and she fought them all off in a street fight to retain her title, making them all look hapless and foolish. Like, it doesn't matter to me that Liv came afterwards and hit the Oblivion and stood over Stephanie and held the title above her. And I don't even think that's her choosing Stephanie, because she did say she's going to show up on SmackDown. So you can take it as maybe this is the title I want now, since my friend didn't win the championship. I'm going to come take it from you. But it's just like you have these 3 women, and they couldn't figure out a way to steal the title away from Stephanie.
Yeah.
It's like that was my problem.
Just in kayfabe, if 3 of us couldn't figure out a way to get this title off of her, what makes me think me by myself is going to be able to take this title off of her?
Because Liv is going to say I wasn't in the match, I've been women's champion before, so I know what it takes to win and beat people for the championship, even if my help didn't help you win the championship.
Yeah, that's stupid logic.
I understand. It's wrestling logic. I just whatever. Like, Liv's gonna literally said you failed. You couldn't win the championship. I even tried to help you. Well, Raquel's gonna look at her and said, "I told you to stay back, and you kind of cost me my match."
Who knows? Because I thought the fact that she got kicked out was gonna be a way bigger deal, but they brushed that off last night. Well, Monday night. So who's to say that they didn't? They brushed it off.
Raquel telling her to stay back in the thing and not telling her she didn't want her help was kind of a reaction to Liv throwing her out of the Royal Rumble because she didn't trust Liv at the moment.
It should have been a bigger
deal. I know it should be a bigger deal, but that was the reaction to it. It's like, you threw me out of the Rumble. I can't trust you. So right now I want to do this by myself. And then Liv came out, didn't listen to her anyway, and now cost her match, or helped cost her her match.
So we'll see how she reacts now, because she might just blow that off too, because Liv seems to have this thing where she could just say whatever and they just
I think Liv, I don't think that's what it is. I think Liv is going to eventually go after Stephanie Vaquer for that championship, and then Raquel will be really salty, and we'll see it there. Because I don't believe Liv is taking Jade Cargill. I think it's going to be Stephanie McCurry.
Well, when is
Elimination Chamber?
no Jade and
What? Jade and who? Oh, Jade. They never announced a Jade Jordan Grace match.
they didn't, right?
No.
But we're still too far away from WrestleMania, so realistically,
We're 3 months out.
yeah. So
2 months out.
realistically, that's gonna happen way before that, unless it ends up being a rematch.
Yeah, no, that's not. Again, I'm still holding out hope Bianca
Stop
Jade,
it.
but well, you can't. Jade needs an opponent for Mania, and if it's not gonna be Bianca, and you're gonna hate this idea, it's gonna have to be Tiffany Stratton. I'm just saying, like, if it's not gonna be Bianca, it's gonna have to be Tiffany Stratton.
I'm okay with it only because she technically this would be her rematch. Not that they ever honor those anyway.
Yeah, and she's a former champion, former Money in the Bank winner. They had her come out at 30 during the Rumble for some reason. So they still view her positively.
Yeah.
Even though she's following Charlotte Flair's footsteps with all of the surgery. Like her face was. Anyways, we're not going to go down that route. Like. I'm sorry, like
they canceled so bad. Like I feel
I
like it's
don't
your
need
goal.
I don't need
but
every
you don't want to make it obvious.
To...
You want it to look accidental.
It is accidental because I don't go into these things. This is just diarrhea of the mouth. Okay, there's no filter from my brain to my mouth. So when I watch the Royal Rumble and I say, "Oh, Tiffany's definitely got more face work done while she was gone," because she's looking more and more plastic. Like. Anyways, let's get to the main event segment. Roman Reigns comes out and he cuts a promo. So I heard, I can't subscribe to this. Somebody asked Punk this earlier today or yesterday, and Punk said it's fitting that Roman's best promo of his entire career happened when I was in the ring with him.
I didn't hear that.
I saw that earlier today. So Roman comes out and he says, Philadelphia, acknowledge me. We've had some ups and downs in Philadelphia. This is the place I won my first World Heavyweight Championship. This is the place I lost my last championship. It was WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia against Cody. He goes, this is the place I won my first Royal Rumble, and they cheered. He goes, it didn't sound like that when I won my first Rumble because I was the one that The Rock helped them win, and everybody booed. He won the Rumble. He goes, but I have a decision to make. And Punk's music hits. And Punk gets into the ring. And, we didn't talk about these. So before we skipped over them because I forget. Because, again, Finn Balor had 2 video pro segments in this show. One talking about how his history and his respect for wrestling, but how WWE doesn't seem to respect him. And then the second one talking about how much training he's done over his career, and whether it be from Japan to NXT to the main roster, and then they show you all of his accomplishments. And he goes, if I need to be, he calls Punk out by name, but he goes, if I need to bend or break some rules to get back there, I will. And he looks at the camera. So Punk gets into the ring. He goes face to face with Roman. Goes right to the camera and starts talking to Finn Balor. And Roman, Roman's face is hilarious.
He's like,
he goes, you came, and so Roman's like, you came on and interrupted my segment to talk to Finn Balor? And Punk's like, hold on, your segment? You must not know where you are. This isn't SmackDown. This is Monday Night Raw. This is Netflix. This is my show. and I call the shots around here.
Yeah.
So Roman looks. It's very reminiscent of when Roman left years ago, and then just starts yelling, and he's like, "This is my cameraman.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
my show. This is this is oh no, like everything.
I
This is
remember.
my
This
everything."
is my
So
cameraman.
yeah,
This is
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I remember.
So it's very reminiscent of that. So um, Roman basically says, "I'm the tribal chief. I'm here. This is and you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. Uh,
You wouldn't have a company
when
to come
you wouldn't
back
have a
to.
company to come back to if it wasn't for me, because when you left 10 years ago, you went on your best friend's podcast, which is a dig at him because him and Colt Cabana are not friends anymore.
Yeah.
But you went on your best friend's podcast and you made my job harder than it needed to be. And you took and then Punk goes and he goes, you claim to be the big dog. You claim to be the tribal chief, and I respect you for everything you do as a part timer and coming back here because it's better when you're around. But I'm the one who goes into 10 countries. I'm the one who goes to Belgium and Paris and all these United States named non countries because I love doing it. And Roman goes back at him and he goes, the only reason you feel like you have to do that is because you took a 10-year vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And they just blow. It's 7 years, but whatever. They forget about the 3 years in AEW. And Punk tells him is like, just because he goes, you were a champion for so many days. What was it? 1,316 days. I was champion for 434 days. And just because you did it longer doesn't mean you did it better. That's an arguable thing because 2013 WWE is not very good. So Roman's reign to me is better than Punk's. But then Roman tells him, it's like, oh no. Then they start talking about Drew McIntyre, and Punk's like, you can make the easy choice and you can fight Drew McIntyre, or you could make the smart choice, the hard choice, and you can face the best in the world, CM Punk. You can choose the championship that you held, the one that's making Drew McIntyre, or you can choose the champion who's making the title, which is the argument I've been making forever. Punk's making that championship right now because it's Punk. Roman says, you think Drew McIntyre is the easy choice? He's 3 times your size. And last time you two were in the ring, he made you cry over a little plastic bracelet. So then Punk looks at the bracelet and
He goes, yeah, that one.
that one, and Roman goes, that one, and it's a little bit more, and I think, and Punk goes, be careful, and I think it's because Punk's dog just died. So because that bracelet says AJ and Larry.
Yeah.
So he's like, be careful, because I think Punk, like, you don't want to say something that you can't regret, basically. So Roman tells
would kill him in real life. Stop it.
Oh, I agree. I think that's Samoan. Like
Yeah.
Roman would murder that man. Like I've seen Punk in UFC, bro. He's not a fighter. Yeah. Like that's all due respect to CM Punk for being 35 years old or however old you are, 35, 36, and saying, I'm done with professional wrestling. I want to start trading for MMA and getting into that world. Because at the age of 35, to start trading for MMA is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that. Which is why he lost both his fights. But in real actuality, Roman would murder that man. So Roman's like, I'm not gonna choose Drew McIntyre. I'm gonna choose you, and the reason I'm gonna choose you is because I hate you. Because of everything, like he said, he's like, you were going for 10 years. You've been talking so much crap. I went to shake your hand during the Survivor Series match, and you said something stupid like Zebros, and then they showed it on the recap when I saw it because they were in Zootopia together.
Yes,
and that's so stupid. Like he goes Zebros, And he goes, and you were mocking me with your championship when we were walking out to the ring, and he had the championship held up high the way Paul Heyman held up the championship for Punk all them years when he would walk him out to the ring.
Yeah.
He goes, I gave you my wise man. I said it was okay, and you and he turned on us. So I don't just want to beat you. I hate you. So I'm going to take that. So I'm taking that title on Mania. So Roman, this was beautifully done. I think Punk got not the best of Roman, but he pulled out something in Roman Reigns that not a lot of people can pull out. Same thing I say with Seth Rollins when Roman was feuding with Seth. There's such a history there between all of them. And there you can feel, even if it's kayfabe, you can feel the real life animosity that they probably had for Punk for years, because he would take every shot to run down WWE for years and say, I hope this company fails while I'm not here. And they took it personally. And you can feel it in the things. So great segment. I love that Roman Punk is going to be your WrestleMania Night 2 main event, because that's the only way to end WrestleMania this year. And Punk finally gets his true WrestleMania main event, because I don't consider Night 1 a main event.
It's a main event.
I don't. You get one WrestleMania main event. It's whoever closes out Night 2.
That's the real main event, but there's 2 main events, bro.
I understand,
They're
but
2 separate shows.
Listen, Punk's the guy who told MJF, go over to the other side if you think the grass is greener, and main event Night 1 of a 4-night spectacular. Those are CM Punk's words.
I get it. What's that got to do with
for
me?
him? So for him to say, because he was asked about it, he goes, "Do you feel like you need a WrestleMania Night 2 main event to solidify your legacy?" And he said, "No, I don't look at it that way." But he's the one who said, "I don't." To MJF, you can't main event Night 1 and call it a main event. So Punk gets his real main event.
Who you think takes that title?
I have no idea.
It could go either way for me, because I can see them not giving it to Roman because he's a part-timer. You want to elevate that title. Punk's doing great work with it. You leave him with it, have him go feud with a few more people. I can see that road. I can also see them taking it and giving it to Roman, because he would take that title to new heights. So it could go either way.
As much as Punk is a draw, and I'll say the same thing about Cody, as much as Cody is a draw, there's a different element. There's a different level right now when Roman's around.
Mm-hmm.
He's the true number one guy in the company.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's like 1A. Part-time or not. Yeah. Cody's like 1A. As much as people love him, it's just like when Roman's there, he has elevated himself to a level of he's Bruno, he's Hulk, he's Austin, he's Rock, and then it's Roman. Like he's there. So if he's going to be Night 2, and I understand what he was saying on the Pat McAfee show before the Rumble, when he was saying, I gave you 2 years to elevate somebody to that, and you couldn't do it. So now I'm back to do it. He was talking about Cody Rhodes, and he was talking about Triple H. It's like, I gave you 2 years to elevate Cody Rhodes to my level, and you couldn't do it. So I'm back here to pun intended, to take the reins back of this company. Mm-hmm. So if Roman's going to be your Night 2 main eventer against Punk, I might lead to Roman winning. I can't see him losing to Cody and then losing to Punk.
I can see that.
We'll see how it plays out the next few months before Mania. But I would, if you had gun to my head, $1 million on the line,
I'm going Roman.
I'm going Roman. I can't see Punk being Roman. But that was Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
Philadelphia. You want to talk about Joe Hendry, the new NXT champion?
No. He deserves it.
Absolutely. 100%. He's been the most over act in wrestling for 2+ years.
Hmm.
And he's the new NXT champion. Do we want to talk about AEW?
No.
Do we want to watch AEW?
No. What's wrong with you? What is happening right now? Are you looking for a
All right.
SmackDown preview?
Oh no, I was about to start making a thumbnail, but we can do that.
We haven't even finished the pod, and you're already working on the thumbnail.
I do this every week.
Oh my god!
SmackDown preview. What's 26?
We do this every week, but you never have the preview of the next show up.
You're right, 100%. The only match advertised for this week is Shinsuke Nakamura and Tama Tonga.
Just
It
a
says
regular
Rumble.
match, right?
Yep, regular match, and it says Rumble Fallout. So just yeah, that's it. Rumble Fallout and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tama Tonga. That's all we got.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, that's gonna be it for us. As always, we thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you for the likes, the follows, the comments, and all that fun stuff. You can catch us on Spotify, TikTok, iHeartRadio, and YouTube, and of course our own personal TikToks. We appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.